Hello friends! In today's video I have prepared another very cool card trick for you, which absolutely any beginner with absolutely any level of preparation can perform. No preliminary preparation of the deck is required, no sleight of hand is needed, no preliminary card layouts are necessary. The trick itself belongs to the category of self-working automatic tricks, but at the same time it is so cool that it causes a storm of excitement among all spectators. Therefore, I am sure that it will surprise your spectators in the same way. So, let's take our deck of cards and shuffle them. The spectator can shuffle the cards. It will even look more plausible. The spectator shuffles the cards. Yes, you can shuffle them in different ways. Lay them out like this. So, we've all shuffled, and of course, let's peek at the cards. Now, as a magician, I will take 3 cards from the deck, which will be my prediction. So let me take the first card. Let's take a nice card. Let's take one of my favorite cards, the Queen of Clubs. Now that we have the Queen, let's add the King. And let's take some supporting cards. Let's say it's a 3. So we have 3 cards. The Queen, the King we added to the Queen, and the 3. Now we'll take our deck and divide it into 3 roughly equal piles. My dear spectator, your task now is to take the cards and start counting them on the face-up card. Like this. When you get tired, you take this card, put it on top of the counted cards, and cover it with the remaining cards. Do you understand everything? Everything is clear. Excellent. So let's start from this side. The spectator takes and begins to count the cards. Counts, 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 counts. Well, let's say he stopped here. We put this card aside and covered it with these. We take the next stack and start counting. Let's say the spectator stopped here. This card goes here and the rest on top. And now the last pile. The spectator puts the cards aside, puts them aside, puts them aside. Let's say he stopped here, this card was moved here and covered with the rest. Now that's it, friends. I took 3 cards and you did all the necessary actions. Yes, now let's take and lay out our cards like this on the table. Here they are, 1, 2, 3. All 3 cards are visible to us. So let's take the first card. Let's put these cards opposite. Let's take the second card. Let's put these cards opposite and let's take the third card and put it here. Let's put the rest of the cards in front of us. Now I'll take my magic pencil because I recently lost my magic wand in blackjack. And I'll do a little magic. I'll make my cards find their doubles. The Queen of Clubs will find, of course, the Queen of Spades. The King of Diamonds will find, of course, the King of Hearts. And the 3 of Diamonds will find, of course, the 3 of Hearts. Here's a cool card trick. Friends, it's very simple. You'll learn it right away. Don't switch channels. The tutorial is very simple. But first, please like the video, write a comment, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos. Well, write what you think about this trick, whether you liked it or not. And now, let's move on to the tutorial. So, friends, welcome to the tutorial for this wonderful card trick. It's not complicated. As I said, you'll be able to do it as soon as you learn the secret, so stay tuned and watch until the end. The secret is very simple. You will be surprised at how simple this trick is. So you take a regular deck of cards and shuffle it in front of your spectators. You can shuffle it yourself or you can give it to a spectator to shuffle. It doesn't matter. So you shuffle the cards as best you can, however you want. In general, you did everything right. Next, of course, you can cut the cards. Now everything looks very natural. Next, you say that you will take 3 random cards from the deck, but in fact, the cards will not be random. You will choose them according to a certain pattern. First, you flip through the cards. You look at the fifth card from the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a joker. Accordingly, you say that you will take the first card of your choice and look for the second joker. You flip through the cards, flip through them, and find the second joker. You say, I'll take this card, and place it on the table. Then you look at the top card. It's the 9 of clubs. So you need to find the 9 of spades, and you start looking through the cards. Look for the 9 of spades. Yes, it's somewhere here. Here it is, take the 9 of spades. Now I look at the bottom card, it's the King of Hearts. So I need to find the King of Diamonds. So I start looking through the cards, and here it is, the King of Diamonds. This will be my third card, which I chose completely at random, but as you already understand, these cards are not chosen at random. Then I take the remaining deck and place it here on top of this king. After that, I need to do the following. I take about a third of the deck and leave it on the king. I move the rest of the cards to the 9, leaving about a third of the deck on the 9 again. And I move the rest of the deck to the joker. Now you need to explain to the spectator how everything will happen. Remember, I said that we would have a fifth card. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fifth card is the joker. So look at what you're doing. You explain to the spectator how everything will happen. Tell him that you will read the cards one by one, like this. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. I always remove only 4 cards. I always leave the fifth joker here. Well, if, for example, you are going to memorize not the 5th card, but the 7th or 8th, respectively, you will need to count 6 or 7 cards, respectively. But since I have the 5th card, I count 4 cards and leave the 5th one here. After counting 4 cards, say which card you are going to put on top of them and cover with the rest of the cards. Is that clear? Well, the spectator says that he understands. So we return these cards and place them on top of the joker. We now have a 3, a card that no one needs, a 9 of clubs and a 9 of spades. Here, respectively, are the King of Hearts and the King of Diamonds. So, this is what our preliminary layout should look like. Everything else will work out on its own. The spectator should start with this pile. This is the pile to my right. He takes this pile and starts counting to the king. He counts, and when he gets tired of it, he stops. Well, let's say he stopped here. We put this king here and cover it with the remaining cards. We take the next pile, but there are no suitable cards either on top or underneath. So if you want, you can even shuffle these cards. It won't affect anything. We start counting again. Well, let's say our spectator takes a long time to count. Sometimes there are annoying spectators who take a long time to count. Well, let's say he stopped. There are only 3 cards left here. We put this card on top and cover the rest. Next, take this pile and start counting the cards in the same way. Let's say he stopped here, he put this card here and covered the rest. Now we push these cards here inside and we start collecting from right to left. So we've collected them. Now the cards cannot be shuffled or cut, but you can do false shuffling, false cutting, something that will not change the order of the cards. You can do that. So you've done that, and now what do? We lay out the cards here on the table with a ribbon. Now we collect these cards on the edge up to the first card. We collected these cards, we put this joker card here. We put these cards opposite it, this pile opposite this card. Next, we collect the cards up to the 9. We put the 9 here, we put these cards opposite it. With the third pile, we do it differently. We collect these cards, we count the top cards up to the king. We remove these cards, they are not needed. We put the king here and these cards here. Then we simply turn the cards over, and it turns out that the joker falls opposite the joker. The 9 of spades falls opposite the 9 of clubs, and the king of diamonds falls opposite the king of hearts. That's the whole trick. Bye for now.